The night shift brought us back again. Same old names on a brand new paper in my shaking hands.
The night shift brought us back again. We wrote plans for different futures. Life just laughed and changed the plan.
The night shift brought us back again. Back again. The night shift brought us back again.
I was just another doctor signing off a different name. New hospital, new white coat, same old tired, hungry face. Then they handed me the schedule for the night I'd just been assigned. Line by line the letters hit me like a decade. Rewound time. General surgery.
Han Yujin.
Okay, that's mine, I know.
Ear doctor.
Lee Junho.
Chicken eating chaos soul.
Yoon Jae-won.
And my throat forgot its song.
In my head I hear our classmates shouting dream team down the hall. Now the same 5 names are glowing on a blue night shift roll call.
10 years since we shared a classroom. Thought we'd scattered with the wind, but the hospital just stamped our lives and said it's you again.
In the ER you drop your chicken when you see me at the door. Grease and bones fly like confetti on the cold fluorescent floor. From the OR, Sawyer staring over 95, says the fossil has returned, then calmly walks on by.
Jae-won pushes toys past stretcher, sees my face and loses it. Hugs me in the middle of the ward, like time was never split.
Jai-ho holds the shift sheet like a judge above our heads. Congratulations kids, he smirks, you're all on nights again.
In a world that kept us running down 1,000 separate roads, one thin page we think and hours pulls us back to what we know. The night shift brought us back again. Shaking hands.
The night shift brought us back again. We wrote plans for different futures. Life just laughed and changed the plan.
The night shift brought us back again. Back again. The night shift brought us back again.
Down in Ward 7 and old grandma says she doesn't want the night. Fady winners in her pocket says she's ready for the night.
But she grips my hand and whispers just one thing before I go. Let me see my far-off grandson walking through that sliding door.
We file tests, we call the family, we pretend we have no fear. But we're checking every hallway like his footsteps might appear.
In between the blood work numbers and the charts that never end, we remember medicine is mostly waiting with a friend.
After rounds we find the basement where our bandwidths used to scream. Dusty amps and broken cables like the ruins of a dream.
I grab the mic and hit a high note, crack it wide on the first try. Guess my vocal cords turn 30, I say laugh until I cry.
My right leg cramps on the drum stool, Jai-ho glares and counts again. Sawyer fights the metronome like it's an act she wants to end.
Jae-won plays the wrong inversion, smiles too sweet to get us mad.
Suddenly we're just the students we once were, and that feels grand.
We're not better, just more human, more exhausted, more afraid.
But the music in this basement proves some parts of us remain.
The night shift brought us back again.
Not as perfect shining heroes,
just as people who still care.
The night shift brought us back again. With our wrinkles, broken high notes,
and a grandma's answered prayer.
10 years years ago we planned our lives like we could choose each day.
10 years later, life just drops the schedule and says, it's your turn, stay. The night shift brought us back again. Back again. The night shift brought us back again. Back again. The night shift brought us back. Every doctor has a call they're afraid to make. We can say you'll be okay, but not I'm scared you'll fade.
Every healer hides a number they can't quite press and wait. We can face a crashing heartbeat, not the ringing of that name.
Every doctor has a call
they're afraid to make.
A call we're afraid to make.
My phone lights up with mom again between 2 surgeries. I just flip it on its belly like the screen can't look at me. They said early signs of losing little pieces of her mind. I can stitch 1,000 vessels, but I can't stop losing time. They all think I'm just scrolling memes between these ER fights, but my thumb is typing sorry to the same old coach's line. Sports shows want the fallen star to joke about my knee, but I'm scared they'll see a man who can't run like he used to be.
We can comfort every family as their worlds fall out of place, but the thought of one missed call turns our bravery to waste.
I know one day she'll stop asking why I'm always working late. I'm afraid that on that morning it will finally be too late. I could stand in front of camera, say I lost and that's okay, but the silence on the other end is what keeps me far away.
So we let the phones keep ringing while we fill in other charts, fixing all the broken bodies, leaving ours in the dark. Every doctor has a call they're afraid to make. We can say you'll be okay, but not I'm scared you'll fade.
Every healer hides a number they can't quite press away. We can face a crashing heartbeat, not the ringing of that name.
Every doctor has a call they're afraid to make. A call we're afraid to make.
On the gurney in the ER, young father hits the floor. When he wakes we say there's shadows in your brain we can't ignore. First words out his trembling mouth, but don't tell mom about this part. I can take 1,000 needles, but I can't break my mom's heart.
He smiles like he's half a hero, half a child who lost his way.
See, she already raised 3 kids.
She shouldn't have to feel this pain.
But at night he holds his phone like it's heavier than stone, scrolling through a simple text, all the ones he left alone.
You stand just outside his curtain, hear him breathing in and out, hear the silence stretch forever till his courage finds its mouth.
Hey mom, don't freak out, okay? I just need to tell you this. I'm more scared of you not knowing than of hearing that I'm sick.
His voice cracks on the word I'm sorry, like a boy and man at once. And the way she says my baby fills the ward like sudden sun.
In that tiny shaken moment we remember what we had. We can save them from the hurting,
but we can't stand on the same stuff. Every doctor has a call they're afraid to make,
but the phones don't stop their ringing just because our hands still shake.
We can sew 100 futures back from just a single bed,
but we're still just sons and daughters scared to say what's in our heads.
Every doctor has a call they're afraid to make,
yet the bravest thing we'll ever do is dial and let it ring on the rooftop in the night wind. I'll say, Mom,
let's get you checked.
I'll be with you every step.
And that's the call I make instead. Every doctor
has a call they're afraid to make.
But tonight, I choose to make that call. I can stand through every night shift, hold 1,000 shaking hands. But when my own heart starts to stumble, I pretend I only ran.
I keep saying I'm the strong one. If I fall, they'll all lose faith. But my body's whispers louder than the orders that I gave.
For a moment, can I lay here with no mask and no explanation? Let me cry, let me shake. I just wanna be an ordinary patient.
An ordinary patient. I was checking one more IV, telling interns don't be late. When the hallway started spinning like the floor just lost its weight. They said, sir, your heart is failing, you need surgery, you need rest. But I laughed and said, the head nurse can't be the one in bed.
If I'm gone, these kids will panic. Who will tell them what to do? I'm the pillar, I'm the building I don't get to break into.
You can order all the patients to believe they will be fine, but you're shaking
as you sign your own consent line one last time. So I stand beside your bedside like I've stood by so many beds. Say you're human, not this hallway, not the walls inside your head.
I have always taught my patients, trust your doctors, trust this team. Yet I only trust my stubborn pride, not the weakness in my seams.
All the roles we wear like armor start to crack along the seams. Underneath the perfect uniform is someone who wants to scream.
For a moment,
can I lay here with no mask and no explanation? Let me cry, let me shake. I just wanna be an ordinary patient.
an ordinary patient.
There's a young nurse in the corner, hiding bruises in her sleeves. Says, don't worry, I'm just tired. I don't need that blood, you'll bleed.
She won't let her own friends touch her with a tourniquet and gauge. She keeps smiling, keeps on saying,
I'm okay, it's just a phase.
she can calm a crashing wall with just a steady, gentle voice. But she shakes when she's the one who doesn't get to make the choice. We're the ones who hold the panic till the storm is passing by, but no one taught us how to tremble, how to be the ones who cry.
So we drag an intern bassist to the practice room that night. All his fingers hit the wrong strings, but his heart is trying right.
Every chord is slightly broken, every beat a little late, till we wheel my IV stand and turn the ward into a stage.
In the doorway of my room they play this lopsided parade. It's a tiny shaky concert, but it feels like I am saved.
I kept teaching every patient, trust your doctors, close your eyes.
But when they rolled me to the OR, all I trusted was my pride.
Now I see that being patient isn't just to lie in wait.
It's to let go of the burden that you have to hold the weight. So tonight, just be the person underneath that title's name. Let your heartbeat be the only thing you're trying hard to save. For a moment, can I lay here with no mask and no explanation? Let me break, let me shake. I just wanna be an ordinary patient.
Just an
goodbye like it's just another hand over a line. On the chart it's only 3:24, natural death tonight, but my hands are shaking harder than the letters that I write.
If his granddaughter sees this playback, when she's older she'll look fine. She won't know her little stage light was his last and brightest time.
So we hide our breaking hearts between the boxes we must sign. We say goodbye like it's just another handover line.
Just another handover line. He'd been here so many seasons, knew the night shift by our names, called me son when I changed dressings, joked about my clumsy ways.
This week every breath was thinner, every smile a little slow. We all knew the clock was ticking, but we joked like it was snow.
He kept asking for one thing only, not more tests or one more chance, just his granddaughter's first concert in a cardboard crown and dance.
So I texted all his family, when she's done please send the tape.
We'll bring the lights down in his room and make it feel just like that stage.
So we gather round his bedside, pull the curtains half aside, turn the monitors to whispers, let her little song fill the night.
On the tablet she's off rhythm, but he's smiling like it's June. You can see his shoulders soften, like he stepped out of this room.
By the time the music ended and she made her final bow,
he had slipped into the quiet with that same soft smile somehow.
On the chart it's only 3:24, natural death tonight, but my hands are shaking harder than the letters that I write.
So we hide our breaking hearts between the boxes we must sign.
We say goodbye like it's just another handover line.
Just another
handover line.
I'm the one who writes the record, ticking boxes, checking codes, filling cars in time of passing like it's just another load. Say one day when she grows older and replays this little show, she'll think, damn, I look so awesome, never guess what I now know. I keep laughing while I say it, make the interns roll their eyes, but the ink blurs on the paper when I don't quite blink in time.
You pretend it's just statistics, just another midnight shift, but I see you turn your face away when the grief begins to lift.
Later down in the cold basement where we keep the
band's old gear,
someone strums a broken old song
that he used to wanna hear.
We say play it once for uncle, just a simple silly hymn, but the second verse keeps coming though we never planned to sing. Voices crack on every chorus, oh we still can't put it down. Like if we keep singing longer,
he's still somewhere in this sound. On the page I only write it,
no one sees the years behind him
in that one thin line of text.
Every coffee, every sunrise,
every goal,
and every joke and every scar are reduced to one small entry
that we scribbled after dark.
So we learn to keep our
oceans in a single chosen phrase, turn the heaviest goodbyes into a line we file away.
For the families and the nurses who must make it through the night,
we keep walking, we keep working under ordinary lights.
We say goodbye
like it's just Just another handover line.
Just another
handover line.
But behind that line,
there's a whole life shining bright. Ones we couldn't save still teach us how to live. I said 90 out of 100 we can make it through this night, but the numbers mean so nothing when one heartbeat leaves your side.
you keep asking, are we that 10% that never makes it in? And I see you take the whole world, pile it on your shoulders, sink.
We will break, we will bleed, but we still have more to give. The ones we couldn't save still teach us how to live.
Oh,
they still teach us how to live.
in the bright and frozen north, every second felt like glass. Every monitor kept screaming as his pressure dropped so fast. We were standing in that bloodstorm with our hands inside his chest. All the training, all the sutures couldn't pull him back from death. When his family hit the doorway, grief came crashing like a wave. You said 90 out of 100, are we just the ones you gave?
I could not say when we're back, just kept seeing all the scenes where I chose this knife, this timing, every what if in between.
I took off my scrub cap slowly like I'd never wear it back. Packed my name into a locker like the line you crossed to black. You said maybe they need someone who won't gamble with the life. Maybe I should stop pretending I know when to hold the knife. But you can't unlearn the heartbeat that you've counted all these years. Even when your own hands shaking are the ones that pull the tears. We will break, we will bleed, but we still have more to give. The ones we couldn't save still teach us how to live. Oh,
they still teach us how to live.
yeah. So I take you to the break room, pour cheap coffee in your hand. Say I've killed more in the ER with my wrong calls than you have. I list every misread x-ray, every missile silent bleed. Then I say, look, I'm still breathing, I still show up when they need.
I dump down a stack of records like a storm of paper rain. These are just the 10% you drag back out of their pain.
Every scar you're counting, every ghost that holds your sleeve. Look at all these living stories walking out because you stayed. Then a knock on a small door frame, watch a kid fly down the street on a wobbly shining bicycle with new scars on both his knees.
Do you remember? You once said he'd never run or ride again,
but he's racing all your what-ifs like they're leaves in autumn wind.
In his laughter there's an echo of the one we couldn't keep. Like he's saying, don't stop fighting just because you sometimes bleed.
We are not the gods they want us, not the miracles they need. We're just people who remember that a life can end and still
we pick up our broken pieces, stitch them back into our hands, step back into the bright light where another long night stands.
I tell the interns in the hallway we are not the ones who choose who will
Stay and who will slip away.
We only fight their boo.
We're not gods, we're just the people who must carry what we've seen. Forced to face the death is real, then go back to work at 3.
Every loss carves out a space where someone's voice will always live. Every time of death we whisper still
Can teach us how to live. We will break, we will bleed, but we still have more to give.
the ones we couldn't save.
Still teach us how to live. They still teach us how to live. Teach us how to live. The ones we couldn't save still teach us how to live. We don't have to forgive. We can just sit here and eat. We don't have to fix this. We don't need the perfect speech. No, I'm sorry, no big ending, just your chopsticks next to me.
We can leave the past unanswered, let the silence take a seat. If making peace is too hard,
we can just sit here and eat.
Side by side in the sunset,
paper boxes on our knees.
We don't have to forgive.
We can just sit here and eat.
We can just sit here and eat. I said, don't let my son in here, I don't want him seeing this. All these tubes and chemo bruises, let him keep the me he missed. Years went by with empty weekends, with a phone that didn't ring. Now my body's fading faster than the words I never said.
But your boy is in the hallway with a bag of fried chicken. Every night his shadow lingers, every night he turns and quits. He keeps checking all his messages like a coward, like a kid, mumbling if he doesn't want me, maybe I don't go in.
So I carry little sentences between the father,
between the son.
Dad says he is feeling tired.
Heard you've grown, how have you been?
Then I say no grand confession, no big hug, no tearful scene,
just a sunset by the window
and a couple lunchbox meals. You both shrug like it means nothing,
sign the forms like daily rounds,
but your fingers start to tremble when the plastic chairs pull out.
We don't have to fix this. We don't need the perfect speech. No, I'm sorry, no big ending, just your chopsticks next to me.
We can leave the past unanswered, let the silence take a seat. If making peace is too hard,
we can just sit here and eat.
We sit facing the horizon, orange light on hospital glass. You say this chicken's way too spicy and I laugh for the first time. We talk trash about the nurses, about soccer, about games, trade dumb jokes about the traffic, never once say who's to blame.
No one says the word I'm sorry, no one rewinds all the years, but the crinkle of the paper cups is louder than your fears. Every bite's a small surrender, every sip a shaky truce. In the quiet of that window, both your shoulders come unloose.
Downstairs all the band is fighting over tempo,
over keys.
Someone storms out of rehearsal saying,
fine, then play without me.
But by midnight at the hop house,
all our voices melt and sting.
We're still mad, we're still not
okay,
but we share the same big pot and see. I say softly to the table, to the interns and to you, making up is really heavy,
so let's just sit down and chew. We don't have to fix this. We don't need the perfect speech.
Let the soup and all the side dishes
say what we can't quite reach.
If your heart is tired of fighting,
but your pride won't let you speak,
then for now
don't try to heal it. We can just sit here and eat,
side by side in the sunset,
or a noisy midnight street. We don't have to forgive. We can just sit here and eat. We can just sit here and eat. We don't have to forgive. We can just sit here and eat. We fix other people's bleeding till the morning whistle sounds, but we joke about our families like it didn't nearly drown.
all the fights, all the slammed doors that we still can't figure out.
Every home has a storm we don't talk about. On the stairs with chips and laughter, letting little secrets out. Every home has a storm we don't talk about.
We don't talk about.
Night shift, break on metal stairways, vending coffee in our hands.
Shoes still stained with someone's blood, but we're stealing second plans.
We start trading biggest thunder from the houses we once knew. Turn our messes into stories like it's some dark comedy.
You say mom and dad went separate ways, I chose to live with him. But the night I packed my suitcase, I just wanted mom to win.
You laugh like it's a sitcom, like a rerun, black and white.
But your eyes are holding lightning from that very first
goodbye.
I say, yeah, I tore my ankle, dad just muttered, now you're done. Never mentioned soccer after, like my career just got spun.
I say, mine said, don't be doctor, it's too hard for little girls. So I filled the forms in secret just to prove I own my world.
Everyone at home taught English, ran a crowded, crammed in class. They all saved a desk to crown me as the next one in that path.
But I filled my notes with heartbeats, not with grammar on the board. Traded chalk dust for the call lights and the midnight on this floor.
We fix other people's bleeding
till the morning whistle sounds. But we joke about our families like it didn't nearly drown.
All the fights, all the slammed doors that we
still can't figure out. Every home has a storm we don't talk about.
Then you say, I had a senior who stayed late that busy year. Skipped the train to hold the ward line, said my dad will be okay. By the time he dropped his stethoscope and ran back through the rain, he was staring at a quiet bed that never spoke his name.
We all laugh at how you tell it like a legend, like a myth. But the silence after punchlines feels like thunder in a drift.
Somehow every broken story finds a way to make us grin, like we're putting tiny band-aids on a flood that roars within.
Someone mimics all their parents, throwing test sheets in the air. Someone jokes about the dishes flying down a midnight stare.
We're half choking on our cookies, half on memories we don't name, turning shouting matches into little jokes we can't explain.
In this echoing gray stairwell under hospital white light, we admit in crooked sentences that we're not alright inside. We sew other people's skin up, call it closure, sign and leave. But we know there's older cuts on us that never quite conceal.
We are not immune to thunder just because we've seen it all. We just learn to keep on working while the rain writes on our walls. So we sit here sharing snacks,
letting little truths fall out. Every home has a storm we don't talk about.
We keep stitching every wound, even ones inside our mouth.
Every home has a storm we don't talk about. Every home has a storm we don't talk about. We don't talk about. Tomorrow's another night shift, but tonight we still can laugh. We don't fix the world by midnight, we just move a step ahead. Turn, I might just walk away now into I'll stay here instead.
We're the ones who keep on breathing under flickering hallway lamps. Tomorrow's another night shift, but tonight we still can laugh.
In the basement with our heartbeats ringing louder than the staff.
Tomorrow's another night shift, but
tonight we still can laugh.
Yeah, tonight we still can laugh.
Phone keeps buzzing with promotions from some shiny other place. Better pay and nicer coffee, fewer codes to chase and chase.
But I'm staring at my schedule at the names I haven't seen.
I still have unfinished patience, so I put down,
I'll stay in. Doctor says my knee looks better than the nightmare in my head. Not the same as when I started, but not broken, not quite dead. There's a flyer on the notice board for kids who need a coach. I pretend that I don't see it, but my pulse says try it, go.
No one solves their whole life story in one tired on-call day, but we circle little choices where we're brave enough to stay.
Just a maybe I'll sign later,
Just a maybe I'll say yes,
tiny scribbles on the margins
where we start to love ourselves.
Every step is still uncertain,
But we're walking just the same
through the hall where hope looks small,
but keeps on calling out our names. We don't fix the world by midnight, we just move a step ahead. Turn, I might just walk away now into I'll stay here instead.
we're the ones who keep on breathing under flickering hallway lamps.
Oh, tomorrow's another night shift, but tonight we still can laugh. There's a girl outside the OR, her hands are shaking with her note. She says, women surgeons never sleep. I'm not sure I have the bones. I just smile and lean beside her, tuck her checklist in her coat. Say it won't be easy, sweetheart, but you'll grow stronger than you know.
We hang streamers on a drip stand for a tiny discharge day. Call it graduation ceremony, clap like he just flew away. He walks out with plastic metal IB scars like little stars. Mom keeps bowing at the doorway like we've handed back her heart. On the board inside the call room I pin up a crooked sign.
Dear doctors, please leave on time.
At least once in a while. Alright.
We all laugh and roll our eyes like we know it's half a joke. But the moment someone packs their bag on time, it feels like hope. By the time the shifts are over, we are running on last fumes. Still we drag our tired bodies down to that old basement room.
There's a handmade crowd of nurses,
Worried parents in the back,
holding phones up like small fireflies.
while the amps begin to crack.
No one here is fully healed yet,
No one's drama's fully done,
but we tune these battered instruments
like we're aiming at the sun. These are all the ones who held you when your world was breaking down. Now they're sweating under strip lights, turning pain to messy sound.
If the world could see this basement,
How we're barely holding fast,
they would know the ones who saved them.
still need saving after that. We don't fix the world by midnight, we just move a step ahead. Turn
I don't know if I can.
into guess I will instead.
To the family in the front row,
Filming on a shaky cam,
these people who cared for me, this is how they live at night, my friends.
in the doorway stands a new kid, eyes all terrified and bright,
Tomorrow they'll be beside us.
learning how to live this life. Tomorrow's another